Mark acquired.
Alright guys, before we get into the video, I just wanted to quickly announce a $500 RP giveaway I'm doing with a few YouTubers. If you want to be in the giveaway, be sure to leave a like on the video, comment down below, and enter in the description. Alright guys, so I've been getting this question a lot lately, and I've really been wanting to address this in a video. That question is Akali broken? Now, to answer that question, I just want you guys to know ahead of time what's been going on in the past few weeks, and as you can probably tell from the title, I went from hard stuck D5, D4 to D1, and it wasn't over a long period of time or anything. I made that climb in about a week and a half. From Diamond 4 MMR to Challenger MMR. I'm not saying this to brag, I just want you to know how Akali has been for me in the past few weeks, just so you understand where I'm coming from. So guys, the question is Akali broken? Honestly, my true answer is yes, she is broken. As much as a large portion of the Akali mains community loves to complain about the Akali rework and how it's the worst thing in the world, she truly is so much more viable in high elo than she ever has been, in my opinion. I know a lot of Akali mains are upset about the fact that Akali takes some skill now to use rather than just ulting in every half a second and spamming your E, but looking back at it, she truly was in an obnoxious and pretty weird state where if she got ahead, she was unstoppable and would get pentakills almost every single game, but if she got behind, there was absolutely nothing you could do to get back into the game and you just keep on getting dove over and over again. Anyways guys, I guess I'm just going to start off by saying the biggest reason why Akali is now broken in patch 7.9 and 7.10 specifically, and that is the Doran Shield buff. It is absolutely ridiculously good on Akali right now, and I think I'm honestly building it every single game now. Doran Shield makes it so Akali cannot lose the lane. Combining the new Doran Shield, the 2 potions you get on top of it now, and Akali's passive, it is impossible to get shoved out of lane. We all know that Akali's weakness is how weak her laning phase is, and her only counters were people that could bully her out of lane. While you still can't always kill those enemy laners that bully you, even a beginner Akali player has almost no chance of getting poked out of lane. It is simply impossible with how anti-poke the new Doran Shield is. I played Akali mid in most of my games in my climb to Diamond 1, and I actually feel like I belong there because of how often I'm carrying these master tier and challenger players, because I'm able to stay in lane and match their farm or get very close to it, and have a chance to snowball and kill these people in the mid game. On top of this guys, if you look at the stats, people are playing Akali in Korean Challenger, NA Challenger, and in Challenger games in every other region, but it's only by a select few one-tricks. The few that do play her in high elo have very good win rates over a large sample size of games. Even I was able to get to Diamond 1 in 101 games of solo queue with a 73% win rate. Over 101 games of ranked solo queue and ending at that rank, that is extremely high. And I am not the best player in the world. I'm pretty good at Akali, but I am not that good. There are a ton of LCS and Challenger players that are way better than me, so it just goes to show if I'm able to get that win rate and that rank over 101 games of solo queue, just imagine what a professional could do with Akali. The thing is, people just don't understand how to lane with her, how to get kills, how to use her mechanics properly, and it's really funny because the people that do play her are just destroying everyone. I mean, obviously Akali is known to be a champion that just absolutely murders everyone in low ranks, which makes sense, right? Because people aren't as good over there to begin with, so it's easier to get kills onto enemies when you're playing Akali, since she doesn't take too much skill to play at a basic level where you're just ulting and then Q autoing. So yeah guys, is Akali broken? I'm not LS, I'm not a professional analyst for the League of Legends Challenger scene or LCS scene, but I do think she's very good right now. Broken, I mean, in a lot of ways she is. In some ways she's not. She still has that weak early game. If the fight breaks out in a jungle and the enemy team has an echo, it's going to be a 2v2 in the enemy team's favor. But for solo queue, I do think she's very good. Now obviously it's not just the Doran Shield being changed that made this climb possible. There are a few things that happened as well. Funnily enough, I started climbing once my internet went to absolute shit. There have been so many times where I just can't move for 5 seconds or a few seconds, even times where I tower dive the enemy and I instantly disconnect. That happens in my games, and the climb still was successful. And just for the people that don't know already, this lag is the reason why I can't stream, and it's the reason why I'm being forced to move from my home state Arizona, where I was born and raised, to Austin, Texas, so I can get Google Fiber internet and better ping to do YouTube and streaming, which is my job. There was even a game where I was playing in Master Challenger ELO, and I had 11 kills in 14 minutes, and I ended up disconnecting for 7 minutes. So how can it be possible that throughout the entire year we've been playing in Season 7, now is the time I start making a legitimate climb to Challenger? A few key things, and some of these might seem ridiculous and not that important, but these are all things that I think truthfully helped me climb, and I think they're all very important. So while some of them might seem weird or dumb, just bear with me and try to test it out for yourself if you want to climb. So I'm just going to list them off. Guys, I didn't know this, and I'm sure some of you didn't either, but your monitor actually has delay and ping. Like, different monitors actually have different MS. I was playing on a 1080p 5 ms monitor, which is 5 ping I think, and after I was told that monitor ping is an actual thing, I swapped to a gaming monitor, which is a 144Hz 1 ms gaming monitor. That was the first thing I did to start climbing, and that alone made me go on a huge win rate because it felt like my ping had dropped so much just off of such a small amount. It's actually ridiculous. And I'm not over exaggerating this even a little bit, guys, I promise. Anyways, the next thing I did that helped me climb was I changed my posture completely. I went from slouching and borderline laying down in my chair to sitting completely up and at an angle that makes my chair's armrest completely line up with my desk. Like, no joke, as weird as this sounds, if I'm not sitting up, I'm not playing as optimally. I've even mentioned this in streams before, but it's so true. If you sit back in your chair and you're just casually resting, it's like your fingers aren't going to be able to respond as quickly. So yeah, just try sitting straight and at a good angle. And as a side note, I feel taller, so you know, that works too. Anyways, the third thing that I think helped me climb is that I stopped trying to be the playmaker in lane and I started being more calculated. And I'll explain what that means exactly. So let's say, for example, you have a platinum Akali and you have a challenger Akali. Well, the thing about a platinum Akali is that they're more likely to try and make plays when they don't know where the enemy jungler is, which is a huge mistake. Guys, in Challenger, these people never play aggressive except for in small trades. If you commit to engaging on the enemy team, not only can the jungler be in the area, there's a great chance they will be in the area because you just got baited. More than likely, the enemy laner or laners know when they're stronger than you and when you're stronger than them. So when they know that you're stronger than them, they can actually just bait you into you engaging on them, and they'll have their jungler just waiting there to collect free kills. This is why tracking the jungler is so goddamn important. If you don't track the jungler and where he goes, you won't be able to successfully get leads in lane, you won't be able to snowball in your solo queue games, and you won't be winning as much. The way you win a lane, especially in higher ranks, is understanding when you take a trade that is better than the enemy. Say you do 150 damage and they only do 100, for example. But on top of taking good trades, you also need to track the junglers so you don't get ganked, because if they know that you take good trades on them, they will have the jungler come in. Because if you try to take these trades and you jump on the enemy every single time, the jungler will take advantage of that and you will get ganked. So it's not just taking good trades in lane, it's knowing when to take good trades when the jungler can't be there. This is honestly a concept I didn't grasp really well until a few weeks ago, and I just had to accept the fact that while I love to play extremely aggressive, it's not optimal and you have to play smart aggressive. Smart, calculated aggressive. But yeah guys, other than that, it's just practice, making sure you get a warm-up game in before every single game. That's really important. I never played when I'm tired because obviously that's stupid. I always made sure I was never hungry or thirsty. I always stayed comfortable, just because all of these little things do add up if you care about your rank enough. Like, this is definitely some try-hard stuff, but if you love League of Legends and you want to climb in ranked, then on top of practicing your mechanics and just playing the game, you should practice forming good habits. It's all the seemingly small things that you don't think are important for climbing that truly do add up to turn a bronze player into a gold player or a platinum player into a challenger player, because the people that are practicing doing all these different things are doing a better job at practicing League of Legends than their opponents, and they will get better at the game quicker. I can't say that in my climb from Diamond 4 to Diamond 1 I watched streams or I watched any guides, but because I know a lot of you guys clicked on this video to find out how I climbed from Diamond 4 to Diamond 1, I'm going to give you guys a few more pieces of advice for climbing in ranked. The most important things I did back in Season 2 to get to the top of the ladder was that I watched every pro tournament and I tried to watch every pro stream that I could. I know it's going to sound funny these days, but I actually learned a lot about how to play mid lane watching TSM Reginald, on top of other pro players that streamed like Alex Each from Moscow 5. Just watching these streams and watching YouTube videos and guides and montages and analyzing exactly what these good players are doing will really help you get a better understanding of the game, because you'll see how the best players play and you can start mimicking that easier. A lot of people like to think that they're good players and that their way is the best way, but honestly, if you just try to mimic what the best players do, you'll climb so much faster. I've heard people tell me that they've listened to their Bronze 5 or Bronze 4 friend for advice telling them which champions to play and what roles to play, when in reality, you shouldn't be listening to people that low of rank. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was kind of a mix of a guide and me rambling on about different stuff, but hopefully you enjoyed it. I should have a full-time stream schedule starting Friday, May 26th, and that schedule will be in the About section of my channel if you go onto YouTube and go to my channel. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like on it and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will see you guys in a new video. Peace. Invincible.